Hey, what's going on, everybody? Brian Mead here. Today I'm going to be doing a deck profile of my Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon deck. I really love the artwork on this card. It's really cool, and he's a really fun monster. If you don't know what he does, first when he's ritual summoned, you can return all the spells and traps on your opponent's side of the field to their hand. So he just giant trinades their side of the field, and then anytime your opponent activates a card, they have to pay 500 life points for every Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon you have on the field, which means they can pay away their life points very, very quickly without even really realizing it, and be in a position where they just can't play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. And that's kind of fun. So anyway, here's the deck. So for starters, we got 3 copies of Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon. Oops, sorry about that. 3 copies of Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon. He's got 2800 attack, 2500 defense. I just went through his effect. 3 copies of Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, because it does have an Odd Eyes base. 1 copy of Performable Skullcrabat Joker. 3 copies of Wisdom Eye Magician. This is, in a lot of ways, a Pendulum Magician deck, so don't be surprised. 3 copies of Oath Dragon Magician. And Oath Dragon is really crucial in this deck, and this is why I run it at 3 in here, because it can get back all the Odd Eyes, including your Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon, which is just wonderful if you had to pitch it off for something like a Pendulum Call or Twin Twister. 2 copies of Magispectre Unicorn Kieran. 1 copy of Noble Dragon Magician. 3 copies of Dragon Pit Magician. 1 copy of Dark Magician. I just wanted to say that I'm so happy to have the red Dark Magician finally after all these years. And I think, it's kind of fun to be playing Dark Magician in a deck again. And this is just a for fun deck. This isn't meant to be like tournament winning or anything. But you can advanced ritual art the Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon, and that means Dark Magician's kind of a fun target to use in here. There have been times where I've ended up drawing him in my opening hand, and I'll discard him for a Twin Twister or a Pendulum Call, or I'll even special Pendulum Summon him because he's a 7, so he gets in thanks to Dragon Pit. 3 copies of Manju of the 10,000 Hands. 2 copies of Max C. 1 copy of Odd Eyes Advent. 2 copies of Advanced Ritual Art. 2 copies of Pendulum Call. 1 copy of Preparation of Rites, which is so amazing in this deck. If you can use, you end up using Preparation of Rites in combination with like a Manju, and before you know it, you have 2 Gravity Dragons on the field next to each other. That means your opponent is paying 1,000 life points for every card they activate. Yeah, game doesn't last long after that usually. 2 copies of Twin Twisters. 3 copies of Wavering Eyes. 2 copies of Sky Iris. 1 copy of Terraforming. And finally, 1 copy of Ring of Destruction, the only trap in the deck. But it's actually really great in here, because if I can burn you, use this effect. I actually just did this on DevPro a couple minutes ago. Used Ring of Destruction, blew up a monster for 2,500. I was more than willing to take the damage. It dropped my opponent down to 800 life points. I had Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon on the field. They activated 1 card, which was actually an Allure of Darkness, not even realizing that put them at 300. They couldn't activate a single card after that, so it didn't matter what they did. This is good. Alright, so, and now we got the extra deck. So upstairs we got 1 copy of Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, 1 copy of Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. You can synchro summon this guy with the Noble Dragon Magician and one of the level 6s. and Trish is just still awesome. 1 copy of Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. 1 copy of Clearwing Synchro Dragon. 1 copy of Ancient Fairy Dragon. This got me one of the saltiest players the other day, destroying his chicken game, gaining 1,000 life points back after drawing a card, and then being able to play my Scott Eris and search for a Gravity Dragon to then summon. It was epic. I loved it. 2 copies of Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon. 1 copy of Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon. 1 copy of Red Eyes Metal Flare Dragon, or Flare Metal Dragon, excuse me. 1 copy of Big Eye. 1 copy of Utopia Beyond. 1 copy of Honor Arc. 1 copy of Castell. 1 copy of Abyss Dweller. And 1 copy of Heartland Drago. And that is it. That's the deck profile. So I hope you guys dug it. And you should give it a try. It's not a real expensive deck to build because, you know, it's a lot of starter deck cards and cards that have been reprinted. And I think Rebellion Dragons or Gravity Dragons are like $1.50 a piece. They're not expensive at all, but it's a very fun deck. So give it a try online. Make sure to like and comment and subscribe and all that good stuff. Let me know what you thought of the deck, and if you give it a shot, on DN or Dev Pro or Yu-Gi-Oh Pro or whatever, let me know what you thought of it, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.